Welcome back to Pisces TV with Montana B. This is a finance reading for Pisces. Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, wherever Pisces may fall in your chart or in your environment. As we get started with the reading, keep in mind that tarot is entertainment. It may or may not resonate with you guys, and if it does not, check other aspects of your chart or some of my other videos, okay? I want you to get optimistic, okay? We have the Grand Trine coming in February, then near the end of February. We also have the snow moon, the full moon approaching. It's supposed to be a big deal on the 27th, so you got a Grand Trine and a snow moon and all kind of things, okay? So we are just going to get excited beforehand, okay? And if you are wanting abundance, excitement, advice, past efforts being paid and karma being wiped, then hit that like button for good karma to be retrieved, okay? Now, as we get started with your reading, take a look into the description box for all of your question and answering, okay? Products and services and booking. If you are interested in some of the courses or getting a personal reading, the link to Patreon is in the description box below. Here on YouTube, we have the community board. We also have the members section and merchandise if you want to check those out. Focus. Focus, focus, focus. There could be an opportunity coming toward my entrepreneurs and my artists, okay? Or an artistic idea, and a creative endeavor, okay? Or something like that, where you may be working with others. And this others could bring about some generational wealth, something to celebrate about, okay? There's something being planned along your path. It's being arranged for you. And it's like, where is she getting this from? Well, I'm looking at the cards in my hand, okay? I am following the North Node. Whatever your purpose is, avoiding confusion, and something that happens along your direction. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to shuffle the cards up. We got a new beginning. We got some pasts. Because like the Ten of Pentacles, where it talks about tradition and the ideal situation and generational wealth and stuff like that, and then you come up with the Fool card. It's like making your own, kind of like being the first of, this legacy that is being created. You started, okay? So we got the Death card, the number 13. We have Scorpio, we have Spirit, we have transformative energy, and we have water. Where I see Scorpio as fire, it may be water for some of you. And then we have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is waiting for those ships to come in, or something about those ships coming in, some type of change, gaining momentum. All right, now we have the Wheel of Fortune, and what you need to know. I think the fortune may fall in your favor. Some of you, it may not. I hate to lie, so I just say the Wheel of Fortune could just turn and turn and turn. But what you may need to know, we have the Nine of Swords, kind of like the in-between. Maybe you're in between phases. The Two of Pentacles could also talk about financial embarrassment for some of you, because it's like a reality check regarding something, okay? Could be a reality check, and using your intelligence. Also getting in receiving mode when I see the Queen of Swords, because you have to be, look at that. This is like fertile. This is infertility. This is like growth. This is like stubborn, okay? So we could be talking about some of that. Not sure, all right? Now, something about the past, since karma, since Saturn, since Scorpio could sometimes represent the past. Some of you guys, this came up in the live. We have the Six of Swords, moving away from chaos. And we just had chaos. I saw the Seven of Cups, the King of Wands, and all that kind of stuff at the beginning of the reading. So in the past, you may have, and look at that, crowning you is your abundance. Are you thinking about abundance right now? Are you thinking about generational wealth? Are you thinking about starting something, a legacy of some sort for you and yours? Or just you and those that come after you may benefit? Well, we may want to get realistic about it. There's also an offer that could be coming toward you. And then here we have two nines. So if you're into numerology, 9 and 9 could represent the end of a cycle. So maybe the end of a karmic cycle and a release of some funds. Now, we have been talking about the cube of space in our occult anatomy class. And so this looks like a cube. Okay, so we could be talking about the directions, where here is one of your guidance cards. And it could be talking about being guided. Your true north, your true self. kind of like away from something. Okay, could be a portal of opportunity. We have the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords with the Death card actually is like the end of an ending. All right. We have the Empress here. So the end of a creative project, the end of some karmic cycle could lead to abundance. And here is that Six of Pentacles, which could talk about reward. And it also talks about like a piece of something, maybe even a peace offering. Okay. I don't know. Somebody want to offer you something to bring peace to a situation from the past. I don't know if there are any challenges regarding this situation. Okay, we already said it could be in this waiting. See, look, the Three of Wands, and look, the bells are going off. The Three of Wands talks about waiting, you know, looking out kind of in at the drawing board, like where they at, you know. The Seven of Pentacles is also a moment of reflection. Okay, and in the center, the environment, we have the King of Pentacles with the Hangman. So some of you guys may be waiting. Some of you may have felt stuck in certain areas, have been stuck in a situation. Okay, when dealing with finances, what I like about the Father of Pentacles is it talks about experience. So you have the experience. You have what it takes. I think your shadow side and your light side are kind of coming together. Okay, and that usually means that you are following your guidance to whatever this abundance is for you. Okay, so you could have been nervous about something in the past, or even some confusion about what your purpose or your path is. And we're going to see in your hopes, your wishes, and your dreams leading to this Ten of Pentacles under the Six of Swords. Let's see what it is. We got two cards. You have Temperance, and for some of you, we have Strength, so courage. And then it also talks about a reconciliation of something. So I feel that something from your past or something about the past and how it meets with the present, because you have moving away from something. And then here you have a coming together of something with Temperance. It also talks about alchemy and chemistry and creating a new stream. Could even be a new stream of income. All right. And so I have the Father of Swords, where I had the Mother of Swords before in the shuffle. The Father of Swords talks about a plan of some sort. So maybe Spirit has a plan. Okay. Multiple offers, multiple opportunities. And then I have that Three of Cups. So what could be the potential outcome as we put this energy together? And you got two tens as well. Okay. You got the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, and we have an adjustment being made. Okay. Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. And so crowning you is the Ten of Pentacles with the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Cups and the Three of Cups. So we talk about Nine of Cups, where it talks about contentment. Maybe there's so many options to choose from, so many ways to go about doing something. And then here we have the Three of Cups that talks about a separation of some sort. And for others of you, the Three of Cups is a celebratory kind of card, where maybe you'll have your pick of the litter of something. Okay. So now we are going to clarify. I wonder what you'll have your pick of, what this is regarding, okay? With the Death card coming in as the current energy, and we have Scorpio. I did see the Two of Swords. Here is the Page of Cups. So there's that offer. Here is what I said, needing to be realistic, your dream, your fantasy, or like an offer of some sort. And then we have abundance. We have your hopes, your wishes, and your dreams. Okay, and we have the Star. Could be Aquarius. We have the Ace of Cups, which is maybe doing something solo, or where we talked about Temperance and coming out of that King of Wands energy. It could talk about the perseverance, you know, the struggle. Somebody may have been struggling with something. I don't care if it was finances or an idea. Okay, with the Three of Wands, when it says that you're kind of, it's like a portal of opportunity for some of you. And then also it has something to do with this waiting. We have, okay. We got this long time coming, right? With the Knight of Pentacles, which could talk about, you know, slow and steady wins the race. To not rush, you know, to kind of like wait, or there's an energy of waiting. But we have the Six of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles, where your awareness is raised, where it talks about reward, where it talks about wealth. So it's like you're waiting for, I don't know. For some of you, I even feel with the Star and the Page of Cups, it's kind of like you're waiting for something, but I don't feel like it's really realistic. Okay, I don't know what that is. Some of you guys may be waiting on a gift of some sort, or maybe to use your gifts, okay? But it's kind of like, hold on, because there's some nervous tension around it. There's some resistance around it. There's something hidden, okay? There's something, and as I said there, look, there's something hidden, and along your path. With the Lovers, that's Gemini energy, North Node energy, and here is the King of Wands, where it could have been an uphill battle, but the Six of Swords is smooth sailing, okay? So something could have been harder for you than it has been, and I think there's a need of appreciation or something through that. Now I'm looking at the Tower and I'm looking at the Moon, okay? So if you're shifting out of a hard time where work or finances, putting the pieces together, because look, he's like finding the missing piece to this puzzle, okay? Let's see what that is. We have the Page of Swords. So it's like observation, okay? So observing your wealth, absorbing. Check your money, check your funds, like see what you have and what you got to do and where you're trying to go. Kind of like a financial advisor of some sort. I don't know. But then we have the Knight of Swords and the Death card. So here we have kind of like your thoughts, transforming your thoughts, the end of something. So the end of an idea. So I think where we have waiting comes to an end. Like you reach the end and there's no more waiting. You may even figure something out or get whatever it is that you were looking for. And the Seven of Pentacles, where it talks about investments, we have the Ace of Swords. And so if the Magician is using the sword, maybe you were trying to figure out how to use something. And then here it's like you figure it out. You find the, the needle in the haystack, right? Some of you may, maybe not. The Ace of Swords also talks about truth. And it talks about boundaries. And so the truth about, when I think of the Four of Coins and I say you have this ability or something that you've inherited, what you have to offer, what your purpose or your path is, it's kind of like that information comes to you through your memories, okay? Some of you, it even talks about cells, like your DNA, your genetics, your body changes, your brain changes. And that sounds like pretty mystical and magical. There's a stroke of luck. Possibly with finances, you have the World card, and it does talk about sudden gain, sudden success. Okay, this happens suddenly, but it definitely talks about success. And I do feel like you're going to be very, very pleased by this thing. Where Temperance comes in your hopes and your fears to help you be more courageous, to help you kind of find peace and contentment within, and to help you along your path with the Hermit. Okay, I do like that. I'm helping you along your path. Look at that. And then the sun shines sunny, where something does go in your favor. So it's like you receive your justice. You receive something from Capricorn, where Capricorn talks about discipline. So maybe there was a Capricorn cycle of your life where things may not have been so pleasant. And I think the pleasantries may come in because you were waiting for something. And here is the Emperor with the investment, where we talked about the cube and we talked about the cube of space. And so here it is. The Seven of Pentacles is coming out with the Ace of Swords, and it could talk about knowledge. And look, this is like the builder. It also it looks like buildings. I did see the Moon card, and the Moon card has two pillars as well. But doesn't this look like a grid? A grid or some cubes? Some sacred dimension, I don't know, something about inheriting something. And then when I have the Seven of Pentacles, for me, is also like my Starseed card, or like the seven somethings. I don't know, are there seven Ascended Masters? Or celestial beings or helpers, or when the stars line up. I said we had the Grand Trine coming, okay? And so maybe when that hits, or maybe when that comes, there's an idea that could come with that. There's a release from poverty for some of you, if you've been dealing with the in-between. We have the Six of Swords, and then we have the King of Wands, again, with the Seven of Coins. And so the King of Wands is known to make many, many, many creations, right? Some people say in a love reading that the King of Wands has many children. A lot of families. Okay, how about that? And then to have the King of Wands with the Seven of Pentacles just talks about many creations. So I think if you've tried or taken a stab at creating many things, or you've given birth to many projects as an artist, that is coming up in the reading. So you would know if that's for you or not. And then we have the Six of Swords, which talks about your guides coming through, kind of helping you through your consciousness, maybe even making decisions or moving away from trouble. Because you may have learned some lessons when it comes to finances or spending with the Four of Pentacles here. And also things that you may have inherited from others or from work. Have you inherited something from work? That's something else, ain't it? Because Hermit is Virgo energy. And Virgo is a very strong energy when it comes to working. Because I always think about Beyonce and I laugh because I talk about that. But we have pay raise, some sort of independence. We have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is kind of like learning from the past. Some of you learning from the past brings this awareness in whatever this justice represents for you. So it's like I want to take an animal totem card, okay, to see what this awareness is. Because it's even like the Hangman, or where you may have been stuck, receives this enlightenment from the sun, a better mood, happier times. Look at that, self-mastery. We have the eagle. The eagle talks about flying high, and also the bigger picture, okay? The bigger picture, co-creating with the universe and releasing internal gifts. When I think about the oyster, it's like a lot of light in there, but in this shell. And that's also the Hermit energy. It's like you're keeping it inside and you need to release it, okay? You need to release it, your energy. So it's like the law of attraction for some of you guys. And that's kind of cool. All right. But what is this offering to the past? Or what is this Page of Cups with this Scorpio energy? And let's see here. Your energy. Okay. Because we have the dolphin, which talks about happiness. We have the owl, which, like the Father of Pentacles, talks about wisdom. And then we have the camel, which brings me back to that King of Wands energy, where some of you may have carried an energy of struggle, of anger, just a really heavy energy of I'm gonna do it all by myself, and cutting corners, trying to figure it out, kind of like survival mode. I think we're coming out of survival mode, okay? Healing some things from the past, okay? The sea serpent chasing their own tail, the earthworm, which could talk about a very low vibration. And then here we are, with the unicorn, the elk, and the moth. And the moth represents the death in a sense. And it's kind of like the lessons that you've learned elevate you into this higher energy, into this higher potential. Or even the antlers that are lit from the sun. It's like some sort of communication. So I feel that you have an ability to communicate with source, or a connection with your higher self that leads to your greatness, is what it looks like. So, I forgot to show y'all. This is my little card. My son took it, but I bought this card because I saw, I think Nipsey drove a car like this in his video. And so I got one just for kicks. And since I have a kid, he was like, that's mine. And I was like, no, it's not. So for your finance reading, I thought it would be adorable to add a little bit of luxury next to Buddha, in case you watched the reading and kind of wondered, like, why is this there? Well, this is your luxury, Pisces. This would be your wealth, even though some of you may not want it in the form of a car, okay? But for some of you, it does talk about, raising your awareness, getting the things that you want, learning to work for them, and coming out of like the dream state of fantasy that you could actually have those things when these inner gifts are released, or when this connection to your higher self is kind of like locked in, okay? That is what I got. I do hope that it helps. Until next time, guys. Namaste.